like lists. Give us your top 3 rules for transformation.
Oh yeah, anybody who's been here before, it is this thing of 3s in me. I don't know, they're good luck. There's all sorts of reasons. I'm going to bring that list. Why 3s? I think for me, what transformation's about, because I've before talked about this idea that growth and comfort don't coexist. And I talked about it when I was here last time. And I said I think it's true for people, for companies, for nations. But what does that mean? So what do you do? So the 3 things that I feel that I learned over the long run here. The first one was never protect the past. And if you never protect the past, I think one of the things you'll say to yourself, you'll be willing to never love something so much you won't let it go either. So that would be my first one. My second one is never define yourself as a product. And in fact, I would augment it. I often say never define yourself by your competition either.
It's good that you're not defining yourself as a product at IBM, because you would be split personality.
No, and it isn't. It's
of
honestly driven more by, because if you live and define yourself by a product or your competition, you lose sight of who your customer is. And you lose sight of what you do is, because I always say, we don't exist without them. So that is why you define yourself not by a product, right? By what you offer. And then my third one is about this idea, always, no matter what it is this relentless reinvention of whatever it is that you do, this relentless reinvention. And I think I can remember one of the things in one of my conversations Warren had said to me, and I think it's a good question to ask yourself for any business when you make your decisions. Always people say, would I make the same decision? Because if you're relentless reinvention, you kind of have a mindset of being a steward for the long term. And you'll say to yourself, would I make the same decision if I was a private company or a public company? I think is a good question to always ask yourself when you make big decisions. And then I'll also share with you when I remember from this conference years ago. Michal, it would have been many years ago. It couldn't have been more than 16, but it was a number of years ago.
Older than that.
I always remember a quote. Some people may have. It was the late Ann Richards, and someone asked her a question about. She was the governor of Texas. And I'll always remember this quote because it goes with this idea of, relentless reinvention. And she said, someone asked her, what was the secret to her success? And she said, it's just passion and perseverance when everyone else would have given up. And I think there's a lot to be said for that on the idea of how you constantly reinvent a company.